My name is Shaukat. I was born in Chipata, spent early years of my life with my grandma in a village close to Chipata, where I did my lower primary, started my life career in Lusaka. 2018, when I hit, I wouldn't say I hit rock bottom because there was a couple of them that I hit, and to just sort of try and get out of this place I was in, I realized that I had anxiety issues, and so I went to see a doctor and asked for some anxiety medication. Speaking to someone at that point, I think made me realize how serious my problem was. Not only was I dealing with anxiety, I was also depressed. I had zero confidence. My personal relationships were also off. I couldn't communicate exactly what I wanted from those relationships. Me failing to express gave me anxiety. Then just put on these big walls that I had to climb that I was failing to climb. But I knew there was more to life. There was no way I was going to be doing this. There was no purpose. Why should I come into this space and do things for people, make them happy, or whatever it was that they wanted me to do that, and nothing for me? I couldn't understand it, and it just made me question life. At least I wanted the purpose of life. I wanted to know why I was here, why I existed. Meeting Dr. Maria for me was marks a complete shift or phase in my life. I went in with a problem of anxiety. Did not know I was depressed, but I wanted to deal with the anxiety. When I spoke to this woman, she listened to my stories that I shared, and she made it so easy for me to share these stories. It was actually the first time I found myself touching core on all of these things that I had dealt with and suppressed over time. But because I had suppressed them, some of them for a very long time, mentally, I didn't know that those things were issues. They were there somewhere. But physically, all that energy was just tension that I was carrying with me inside. And it's not something that I wanted to talk about in any space. And of course, because of the trauma that I had with it, I couldn't just express it. Dr. Maria gave me a space where I could freely express. And immediately, we were working on boundaries. I think was so powerful. From my sessions with Dr. Maria is how our conversations, I feel, rewired my thought process with everything that I do now. Before, everything I would take on or do would be the whole world is against you, and so either you can't express it, you keep it to yourself, you've got no confidence to do it, so you're doing something without maybe enough information, and increasing risk of failure and things like that. With Dr. Maria Akani, with a couple of questions and how she would ask things and have me talk about my problems, it completely created a shift in how I look at things. Now I look at space. I'm looking at positiveness. I'm looking at, okay, you have come in with toxic energy. What does this do for me, and what are you trying to do for yourself? Immediately I recognize those things. I can set that boundary. I'm like, no, this does not help me in this situation. I can carry on with this path. It's like, it's funny. It's like I was given light, but as I was given this light to see which direction I want to go, how I want to do it, how I want to express myself, she also gave me a shield. So now I can, when I see this energy coming in, I can just block it and see, okay, no, this doesn't work for me. I carry on with this piece or path that I would like to take. Just those little things have set me on a path where a lifestyle I never thought I was ever going to be living. But after those therapy sessions with Dr. Maria, it is what mattered to me, what made me feel comfortable, what made me feel alive, what made me feel like expressing, what did I want to share, me, and not what do you have, what does that one have, what does this have, or what do they do. All that mattered is just, I realized, was just being in a comfortable place, being able to sleep comfortably, and eating well, being around good people. Just those things. It set me on a journey where I'm living the best life I never thought I was ever going to be living. If you told me that, maybe do this, if you work out this or you do this thing, you're going to live this kind of life, there's no way I would have believed you. There's nothing I could recommend more to anyone that is having a challenge. Those sessions for me saved me a few years of personal work, thinking of you, taking care of you, prioritizing you, have put me on a journey now, or a path, where I'm in a position to now be of help to other people. Dr. Maria carries this energy about her that is warm, that is welcoming, and that is pure. I should say we are lucky that she has placed herself in this journey of assisting people. I would not recommend a book more. I think it is important to us that book is important to us. I personally, I'm looking forward to reading that book, and I can't wait.